So, Forrest, first of all, I want to start with the treasure. What made you decide to make a treasure and go and hide it and start all this 10 years ago?
In 1988, I had what everybody thought was terminal cancer. I lost a kidney. My doctors told me I had a 20% chance of living 3 years, and I thought I was going to die. Well, the odds said I was going to die, and I've been the kind of person that never believed anything that I heard or read, and I told myself, who says I can't take it with me? If I've got to go, I'm going to take it with me, and heck with everybody else. And so I found this beautiful little treasure chest, cast bronze, and I started filling it up with wonderful things. All of them gold. Hundreds of gold nuggets. 2 of them are as big as a hen egg, and 265 rubies. There's emeralds and sapphires and diamonds in that thing. They're wonderful ancient Chinese jade carvings, little jade figures that are absolutely wonderful, and there are a lot of pre-Columbian gold jewelry, necklaces, bracelets, and that sort of thing. And I filled this chest up with that, and I decided that if I was going to die, I was just going to give other people the same opportunity that I've had for the last 75 years, the opportunity to go out and collect things. If you can find the treasure chest, it's yours. And I wrote a book, The Thrill of the Chase, and in the book there's a poem that has 9 clues in it. If you can figure out the clues, they will take you to the treasure chest. And there's been an enormous number of people have taken me up on that, and very rewarding to me. And one thing led to another, and here we are today, 10 years later. Nobody has found a treasure chest, but a lot of people are still looking.
I find it amazing that the first thing you thought, or at least one of your thoughts when you thought you were going to die, was to create a chest for somebody else to find.
I had several motives. Yeah, that was one of them. But we're an obese society today, and I worry about our youth, our young people, and I wanted to get them off the couch, out of the game room, and out into the Rocky Mountains to smell the sunshine and experience nature. A lot of them have never been in the mountains, the eastern people, and that was one of my motives. And there was a writer from Texas called me on the phone. She had read my book, and she said, "Mr. Fenn, that's a very strange book." She said, "Who is your audience for a book like that, the treasure chest story?" I said, "My audience is every redneck in Texas that has a pickup truck, lost his job, and 10 or 12 kids, put them in the back of the truck and go search for my treasure. If you got some bedrolls and a bottle of water, well, head out." And that was what I wanted. That was one of my motives. But additionally, this country was going into a recession 10 years ago, and despair was written all over the headlines in all the papers, and I wanted to give people hope and something to look forward to. If you're willing to work for it, maybe there is a pot of gold at the end of your rainbow if you'll go out there and look for it.
So I read somewhere that you said that the place that you hid this is not so difficult to find. If you were able to go out there and hide that, people can go get it, can go find it.
I was 79 or 80 years old when I hid that treasure chest. It's not in a dangerous place.
But a lot of people have not paid attention to that and have gone off. And some of these people, there have been some who have even lost their lives. And from what I understand, they didn't need to do that. Why are they doing that? I mean,
I don't know, to answer your question. It's tragic that happened. But I would urge people to know where you're going. Let somebody know that you're going in there and where you're going, when you're going to come out. Take some water, take some food, take your cell phone, take your GPS. The mountains can be terribly unforgiving to those who don't respect what they are and what they can do. Thunderstorms in the wintertime in the mountains are terrible. I mean, nothing is colder than a thunderstorm in the Rocky Mountains.
Somebody told me the reason why a lot of people don't tell people where they're going is because of greed. They don't want to tell people where they're going because they're thinking, oh, if I find the chest, I don't want people to know where I'm going. And I think this is kind of silly, but it's greed at the end of the day.
I think it's arrogance in its greatest blossom. People don't need to think about that. I mean, your safety is paramount. The treasure chest is got to be secondary, and a lot of people don't. I get a lot of emails from people that tell me they're going to write me a letter and tell me where the treasure chest is because they don't trust the internet. I get 8 or 10 of those emails every day from people. It's very interesting how, and everybody is different. Everybody has a different place to look. Their attitude is different, and I would encourage people not to spend more money than you can afford to spend, and there are people that have done that, and it's really tragic. I regret that.
Your poem has 9 clues. Some people have said to me that, these clues are just the beginning. You don't know Forrest. Forrest is a very multi-textured person. He says 9 clues, but there is much more hiding behind the 9 clues, and you need to really think deeper in between the lines. Is that true, or is the 9 clues
I've
enough?
given clues that are not in the poem. In other words, I've said it's not treasure is not hidden around any buildings. It's not in an outhouse. I mean, I say those things because people are digging up outhouses. But this lady called me, I think it was from Pittsburgh or someplace. She said, Mr. Fenn, I'm crippled and I really can't go. Can you give me one more clue to help me? And I said, yes. She was from Toledo. And I said, the treasure chest is hidden more than 300 miles west of Toledo. And that satisfied her. She said, thank you, Mr. Fenn. She hung up the phone. So, I am giving some, if not clues, at least hints as to, these things are not going to help you find a treasure, but it narrows it down a little bit,